I don't know if I have anything to say to President Bush or not, but I have something to say to the American people that we all want the same thing in this. We all want peace. We all want to make America more safe. We all want to make Iraq more safe. And that's going to take respecting the will of the Iraqi people and leaving their homes because they don't want us there. Any other solution is not going to help. Every day that we are in Iraq, we create more enemies by going into these neighborhoods where they don't want to hurt us, but 6 months after we get there, they all want to kill us. And this is what's happening neighborhood after neighborhood. We're going in and we're using a combination of bribes and threats and intimidation and scaring the bejesus out of these people. And then we wonder why they turn on each other and then turn on us. This has to stop. Every day that we are in Iraq makes us and the Iraqis less safe. A phased withdrawal is not the answer. This generic language is not going to cause a solution. All of this talk about waiting on reports, and then we find out that we're really just going to get a report of the report. This stuff is never going to end, and it has to come from the inside. We have to give the soldiers that are over there, the veterans, the courage and the support to know that it's okay to use their moral conviction and their judgment to know what's right and what's wrong and to stand up for what they know to be the truth. The majority of the soldiers on the ground do not support this cause and this conflict and this occupation. And I don't even think the whole American people realize that because they're hiding information on both sides. Soldiers in Iraq can't even access organizations like IVAW.org or CourageToResist.org by going to the MWR Internet computers and typing in the links. They are hiding this information from people in Iraq because they don't want them to know that there are many, many veterans who have been over there who feel the same way. There's many soldiers that are over there who feel the same way. And they're forced to keep doing what they know to be wrong and holding the Iraqi people to a different standard than we hold ourselves. And we can't accept that. We can't accept that. When you're over there and you run hundreds of combat missions like I have, and you see these people and you start to see yourself in the eyes of the person who's looking at you with hatred, and you understand why. Because you're not giving them due process. You're not using probable cause. You're holding them to a different standard than we would hold ourselves to. I'm not a pacifist. I'm not a general peace activist. But I find myself with things in common with these people because we all want to stop doing what we all know to be wrong. And that is treating a whole other people against their will and at their cost. We have to start respecting the Iraqi people. And that involves following their will and leaving their homes and leaving their neighborhoods because they don't want us there. If we really want to help the Iraqi people, let them ask us for what help they want and offer it to them after we do what they want, which is to leave. They want us to leave. We need to leave. That's the first step. There is no other first step. That's the solution. I don't even have anything to say to President Bush right now because I've lost faith. I've lost faith in that he even represents me or represents the rest of these people. I don't know what he represents. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not going to try to speculate what he represents. All I know is that I was over there and I saw things getting worse every day that I was there. I know that we've spent $950+ billion in 5 years, and we've caused more problems than they had when we showed up. 800,000 Iraqi civilians have died since we've been there. 800,000. Those are the ones that we know of. We're torturing people every day that we're there. How is this any better than what Saddam Hussein did? And he was a horrible guy. You can't force revolutions on countries that are not ready for them. You have to let them do it on their own when they're ready for it, when they want it. Our own countries come through slavery. We came through women's rights. We're coming through gay rights. We're coming through all these things which we consider to be good, positive progressions as a society. You can't force these things on other nations and other people. If they want a theocracy, guess what? That is a democracy. If that's the kind of life that they want, we need to respect that. We would not have accepted another country coming into our country and forcing these changes upon us that we went through. It's time to respect everybody in the world as equals and give them the opportunity to choose their own lives without us coming in and forcing our will on them. The Iraq War is not just about oil. It's about control. In 10 years, it would have been about hydrogen. It's about forcing our will on another people against their will and at their cost. And it has to stop. It has to stop. My name is Eli Israel. I just got back from Iraq.